I'm Samantha Nolan-Smith. I wanted to talk to you about this journey that we go on when we're working through our own inner stuff and we're learning about whether it be law of attraction, or we're learning about spirituality or different contemporary teachings around personal development, and some of the ways that we can get tripped up or we can get confused. And I think the number one is this idea that if I just change my thoughts, I'll change my reality. And let me first of all say that's absolutely true, and that there's more to it than just telling yourself, I'm going to win $1 million, and then assuming that you'll next go to the newsagents and buy your ticket and you'll win $1 million. The thing that we get confused about is we have no real appreciation for how much data is stored in our minds and that we're processing every day. And we've no idea of the content of that data for the most part. And so we've got a lot of inherited negative stories. We've got a lot of absorbed negative stories from our communities, our families, society, the media. And I don't say this to put blame on any group of people. I say it as a statement of where we are as a community. And a lot of that transference is so unconscious. Most of it, all of it perhaps, is so unconscious. And then we hear these teachings around law of attraction and so forth, and we think, and affirmations and other such teachings, and we think, oh well, I'll just change my thought. But we don't realize that we've had many years, decades of the negative embedding of ideas and thoughts. And so one time, or even a couple of days of telling yourself a new thought probably isn't going to cut it. You really need a lot more of an investment in turning around your ideas and your beliefs. And so yes, change your thoughts and you will change your world. But you've got to get to them all. And that takes some time. I used to think about manifestation, well, I've done a lot of clearing, I've done a lot of healing. I'll just put out for it, and maybe it'll take a couple of months, but it'll happen. And so what I didn't recognize in those early days of really practicing and testing this idea of law of attraction and manifestation was that there's a process that goes with manifesting. And the process, and this is the same no matter what the desire is that you're putting out for. Let's say you put out for, I want 20 new clients next month. If you're currently at 0 clients, there's a bit of a journey to go through to get to 20, because you're probably very blocked, either about your service or about receiving money or about your self-worth or about putting yourself out there, or about perhaps even telling people about the service. And so deciding, okay, I'm worth this now, and I'm gonna put out for it, is the first step. It's not the last step. That's the first step. And then what happens is the universe starts to conspire around you and says, okay, well, we hear your desire. There are a few things that are standing in the way of the manifestation of that. None of which the universe is holding from you, all of which you're creating, all of those blocks on the way to that. So the first thing that might come up for you is, oh, I don't actually know what I'm offering, let's say. So the first requirement in realizing that manifestation is to get clear on, what am I offering? Second thing might be, I haven't actually told anybody about the service. So the next bit of clearing is around being seen, speaking up, putting yourself out there and really saying to the world, I've got something that's really great and worth offering. Now that in and of itself is a huge investigation, because sometimes that can take you, deep into some old memories about being young and being confident and then being cut down in some way or another by friends, by teachers, by whomever, or being told you're not good enough. This isn't really for you, this area. So that in and of itself is going to take some time. Then there might be a block around money, about receiving money or around the amount of money that you're willing to bring in, or about asking for money. And so all of that then needs to be cleared. The likelihood of that taking a month, I don't know. I think more than likely you clear a little bit of that, and you might start to see come through a couple of clients in the next month. And then that will build some confidence, and that will allow you to go deeper in clearing some of the other fears and stories and blocks that are there. And then a few more will come in, and a few more, and a few more, month after month. So I mention this because there's such impatience that I see in women, particularly, to really grow their business fast. And I see a lot of people really pushing themselves, not just at the level of I want this, but pushing themselves in their personal development. I know there's more blocks there, I've got to get them. And I just think that is cruel and unkind and unnecessary. The point of all of this teaching around personal development and spirituality and manifestation, the underlying of it all, the underpinning of it all, is self-love, self-worth, so recognizing the value of you. Pushing to make it all happen today is just another way of whipping yourself and really saying, you're not good enough yet. And that's not why you went into business in the first place. So I hope that this encourages you to just be kind to yourself, to recognize that the process of personal evolution, the process of becoming more and more you, is one that takes time and investment and commitment and compassion. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and come over and subscribe at our channel or at SamanthaNolan-Smith.com, where you'll find loads more resources around work, life and spirituality. Thanks very much.